the impact on the insurance industry from climate change is going to be quite significant. Many industries are going to be disrupted as the people's lives are going to be disrupted through the climate change. I'm going to touch on some of the topics, and this is based on the understanding and recognition by most experts that the number of natural disasters will increase. So let's look at what may happen with forest fires. If there are forest fires that we have seen in the recent past, the particulate matter increase, and then individuals, because of the smoke inhalation, but the particulate matter increase, the people with respiratory illnesses, the ones who have cardiac problems, respiratory problems, or they are older, they are going to have more complications and are likely to be in the emergency departments and have high morbidity, high mortality. Mortality rates will go up from that. So that's one part that's anticipated in the healthcare impact. The other healthcare impacts are going to be the extremes of temperature, but more so with the heat itself is going to have an impact on the well-being of the individuals. Various illnesses are associated with the dehydration, increased risk of infections, urinary tract infections go up when somebody has dehydration. And again, respiratory illnesses are associated with the extreme of temperature changes that are anticipated as well. Another component is when there's flooding that is likely to increase because of the climate impact. The flooding is associated with more illnesses, diarrheal illnesses. There are waterborne illnesses, and that's something important. When people have some of these illnesses, they move from their local comfort areas. The safety of the water, drinkable water, is going to be impacted, and that leads to a number of illnesses, for especially when the people have poor immune systems with all that they are experiencing with the back-to-back challenges. Migrations that may happen would result in more illnesses, injuries that are associated with it, and emotional trauma that is associated with it. And that's something that can be damaging to individuals. We have seen that in some parts of the world already who are at a higher risk of climate-related problems and migrations. The migrations have had a long-term psychological impact on the people who have experienced this as well. The actual physical trauma associated with various natural disasters is quite significant. The first hour we talk about is how many lives can be saved if there's an earthquake or another disaster which results in people's well-being. So humans will be at the center of the challenges associated with the climate change. The humans will be impacted. They will be number one victims. That is going to be, unfortunately, if we do not change and intervene. But there's going to be negative disruption of all industries associated with the well-being of people, and the insurance industry will be no different. That's why it's important for us to have a better handle on prevention, but also as an industry, there needs to be a better understanding that the investments of protection would be long-term beneficial for the industry itself. So thank you. I'm Senator Saud Anwar, representing the 3rd Senate District, including the towns of East Hartford, South Windsor, East Windsor, and Ellington. I'm currently the co-chair of Public Health Committee, and this is one of the things that does bother us and concerns us and keeps us up to see what can be done so that we can have a plan of action for mitigating some of the risks, but more important, preventing them. Thank you so much.